My pleasure to welcome you to our newest athletic facility and the first Port Huron High versus Northern varsity contest on our new lighted soccer field. Tuesday, September 2nd, was the formal dedication of the field and athletic complex. Many individuals and organizations were recognized for their contributions. On behalf of the parents, students, and staff of our athletic community, we too would like to thank the many individuals and groups who made this possible, especially the City of Port Huron, Fort Gratiot Township, and the School District's Board of Education for their vision and the unique cooperative effort that resulted in the realization of this beautiful facility. Tonight, I would ask that you focus your attention to the sidelines so that we can acknowledge three more individuals being escorted to midfield by Ken Semmelberger, Athletic Director at Port Huron High School, Tom Rodenbaugh, Athletic Director at Port Huron Northern, and Gordon Jameson, District Athletic Director. As most of you know, soccer was introduced as a high school sport in Port Huron in 1994. Unfortunately, at that time, we did not have suitable school district facilities for practices and games. Fortunately, these three individuals and the organizations they represent, namely AYSO and Port Huron Township, worked closely with the athletic directors and coaches to ensure that our young men and women had a facility on which to practice and play. First, we would like to recognize Betty Hine. Betty handled the scheduling of our games both in the fall and the winter and the coordination with the AYSO schedule. Second, Rick Swiggles, who helped with officials and layout and maintenance of the field we used at Lightfoot. And last but not least, Port Huron Township and the Parks Commission, represented tonight by Parks Commission Chairperson Jim Buckridge, who granted us access to the park and its wonderful facilities over the last 3 years. Ken, Tom, and Gordy will now present certificates of appreciation to each of these very important and supportive individuals. Please join me in giving a special round of applause for the behind-the-scenes contributions these folks and the organizations they represent have made to high school soccer in our community. Thank you, Betty, Rick, and Jim. Port Huron High School welcomes you to tonight's game versus the Northern Huskies. The athletic skills displayed tonight by the participants will serve them for only a few years. The sportsmanship displayed tonight will provide a lesson for a lifetime for all those in attendance. Remember, folks, good sports are always winners. At this time, we ask you to please stand. Gentlemen, remove your caps and respectfully pay honor to America as Miss Jasmine Ossie and Miss Kai Hayes, students at Port Huron High School, will perform our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed as the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And now it's our privilege to introduce tonight's rosters for the contest. First, our visitors, the Port Huron Northern Huskies. Wearing number 00, Tony Parapilo. Wearing number 3, Mike Farquhar. Wearing number 6, Brian Bradley. Number 7, Josh Notman. Number 9, Travis Thompson. Number 10, Brian Gostinger. Number 11, Keith Kemp. Number 12, Justin Pesky. Number 13, Sam McCarthy. Number 14, Brendan Manulo. Number 15, Sean Dennis. Number 16, James Hayes. Number 18, Paul Stevens. Number 19, Nick Prevost. Number 20, Andy Rogers. Number 21, DJ Zide. Number 22, Duncan Smith. Number 23, Randy Kuehler. Number 24, Adam Strachenrider. Number 25, Brian Robinette. And number 26, James Wiegand. The Huskies are coached by Mr. John Schneider and Mr. Darrell McCarl.
Just start over.
And now for your home team, the 4-year high Big Reds. As presented on the roster, number 1, Adam Wallace. Number 18, Josh Fogarty. Number 25, Aaron Young. Number 14, Brett Schnurr. Number 9, Brian Foltz. Number 13, Jeff Miles. Number 7, Avery Kovacs. Number 19, Brian Collins. Number 12, Chris Pontine. Number 17, Craig Heimbeck. Number 21, Scott Francisco. Number 16, Kevin Smith. Number 20, Josh Rosenow. Number 5, Fernando Povas. Number 10, Matt Everhart. And number 6, Adam Rosenow. The Big Reds are coached by Mr. Mike Mohovich. Good luck to both teams. Your officials for tonight's contest are your referee, Mr. Bill Dennis, your sideline judges, Mr. Eric Delberg and Mr. Jim Wood. These officials are registered by the Michigan High School Athletic Association. Like the coaches, are here to help the athletes learn on the playing field. These individuals have worked hard to learn the rules and apply them fairly. We request you respect their honest efforts in administering tonight's contest.
Good evening and welcome to High School Soccer on PHHS Channel 6. Tonight's game features the 3-2 Port Huron Big Reds versus the 0-4 Port Huron Northern Huskies. I'm Damian Polak along with Cameron Chapman from the Athletic Complex at Port Huron Northern High School. Glad you could be with us tonight on this fall-like evening under the lights here at Fort Gratiot, Michigan. It should be a good match between the two cross rivals. Thanks for being along for the ride. Right now we're having the coin toss at midfield. The Port Huron captains are Sean Dennis, Randy Puehler, and I'll get a number for you in just a second.
And Brian Bradley, I believe.
Okay.
And the Port Huron High captains are Josh Fogarty, Brett Schnurr, and Jeff Miles.
We're about to get this one underway. Should be an interesting contest. Looks like the PH will kick this one off.
And we're underway.
Cleared out by the Big Reds defense. Then kicked ahead. Number 5 for the PH is trying to track it down. Fernando Povaes, I believe.
Huskies gain control of the ball.
Kept in bounds by PH. Played to center field to Josh Noman. Kicks it ahead to number 10, Brian Gustinger. But then there's an offsides call.
Number 25, Josh Young for PH will put a boot on this.
Sean Dennis kicks it ahead, tries to clear it out of the zone, but it's regained by PA or Northern.
And
then
there'll
there's
be
a
a
foul called.
Tripling called on Randy Peeler.
Peeler gains control, kicks ahead to the left wing. He kicks it ahead, tries to hit Josh Notman streaking down the center of the field. But PH defense puts a stop to that. Sean Dennis again, the head-banded one.
Up to Keith Kemp. And out of bounds.
Northern throw-in.
Up to Sam McCarthy, but PH defender knocks it out of bounds. Another throw-in for Northern.
Number 7, Avery Korvach with the throw-in. Trying to find an open Husky.
The Big Reds clear the zone. And we've got another foul called on the Big Reds of PH. Keith Kemp's going to put this one up to Brian Bradley.
He lobs it
Cross.
inside. A header head put on it by Sam McCarthy. Scramble for it in the middle.
And the keeper gains control of the loose ball. And a break by the Huskies. Shot. And the keeper has no problem.
I think the key to this game is many shots on goal. I know last game against Roosevelt, Northern had 31 shots on goal, but only could manage 1 goal. So it's going to be interesting and see if they'll be able to put the ball in the net in this game.
The defender, Justin Pesky, pushes it toward the sideline.
Oh, there's a break for PH.
Across. Both the Northern. Paul Stevens putting a head on it.
Little contact in there.
And we've got an offsides call on the Big Reds of PH, putting a halt to their drive.
Northern is trying to get something going on here with a quick penalty kickoff to Brian Gostinger, but to no avail. Northern plays it along the side, trying to find an open defender, trying to get things rolling, but he finds a Port Huron defender. Up to Josh Notman.
Who attempts to lead Brian Gostinger, but PH defenseman Brett Schnurr ends that.
Northern defender, PH defender kicks it up. Tries to get a drive going, but is sent out to the sidelines by
Justin Peschke.
Thank you.
The Big Reds seem to have a slight advantage so far tonight. A little better ball control. Northern seems to be a little too out of control.
Good one, Chris.
They just need to have more crisp passes to the wings, and I think they should get the game going on then.
Yeah, Chris.
Nice defensive move by Brian Bradley.
Get downfield, get downfield.
PH ball. Northern ball, excuse me. Thrown by number 10, Brian Gostinger. Ricochet off of number 25. Aaron Young.
Another throw in by Brian Gastinger trying to catch Bradley on the fly, but Randy Peeler gains control of the ball.
So that's kicked aside by number 18.
Randy Peeler making a push. Passes it to the center. Sam McCarthy shot again. Oh, just wide. Brian Gastinger saves it though. And I believe we have maybe a offsides call here or a handball.
Free ball. Number 12 will corral it for Port Huron Northern.
Randy Peeler up to Keith Kemp. Looking for a man cross field.
Sends it in the center to Brian Gostinger. Splits the defense.
Josh Noman comes up with the ball. Brian Bradley is going to put a foot on it.
That's what they had to do though. Maybe you should have kicked it a little bit sooner, but that's what you had to test this goalie at the beginning. Gain control by Northern at center field. Kicked ahead to Josh Notman.
Put it ahead Brian Gastinger, but puts it a little short.
Go down the sideline. Send it.
PH defender Brett Schnurr taking the ball upfield until he's
Steamrolled by number 7, Josh Notman. Number 25, Aaron Young will take the penalty kick. Sends it ahead to number 9, which he heads it to the corner. Number 9 is Brian Folt. Fernando
crosses the ball, but the Husky defender, actually forward, Keith Kemp comes back to make a great defensive play.
Seems like you got a pretty good crowd on hand for tonight's game. Under the lights here at the Port Huron Northern Athletic Complex. And play resumes, but
Keith Kemp loses control of the ball, and it's like a PH throw-in.
Sean Dennis,
Who I believe they're going to call a high kick on that one. I'm not sure about that, but guess that's the ref's decision.
then looks like it could have been a handball.
The PH will have a penalty kick. I believe it's going to be, it's going to be a direct kick.
Just outside the penalty box.
Great opportunity to get a goal here. This could be the first real test for the goaltender, Partapilo. Shot.
Deflected by number 23.
Randy Peeler. But PH gains control of the ball and crosses it.
Get on that.
Goalie Partapilo quickly grabs up the ball and throws it up to Brian Gostinger, who's going to try and
Run with it here.
puts the ball up.
There you go. Sam McCarthy's breaking for the net.
He's going to put a shot on it.
With a host of Big Reds in pursuit. But the goalie plays it cleanly. Goalie kicks it to midfield. We're just curled by number 19.
Nick Prevost. Keith Kemp gathers the ball on the left side, but oh, great move by Keith Kemp. Randy Peeler is going to put a shot. Easily grabbed by the Big Red goalkeeper. And we're going to have a Husky throw-in. And our first substitution of the game. Let's see. I believe that's Mike Farquhar on the left side. And also entering the game is number 21, DJ Zybe.
They're coming in for Josh Notman, and I believe Sam McCarthy.
Randy Peeler turns and shoots. Keeper's there for the save.
Well, that's what Northern has to keep doing, is letting these shots go on this goalie here. Short kick.
Brian Bradley misplays it.
Oh,
Ooh,
might be an injured Fernando.
Fernando Povios, but he appears to be okay. Big Red free kick.
Taken by 25.
Aaron Young.
Ooh. Prevost takes one to the face.
Peeler to Brian Gastinger, well handled. Puts it up to DJ Zybe.
See if they can do something with it here.
Some great passing by the Huskies.
Excellent defensive play by
DJ
number
Zybe looking
14.
across. But
Brett Schnurr, a captain, one of the 3 captains of the Port Huron Big Red soccer team.
and Aaron Young wisely puts it out of bounds. Gonna get another substitution here. Brian Robinette coming into the game for number 19, Nick Prevost.
And play resumes with the throw-in by Mr. Gastinger. Sends it ahead.
Fernando Povios gains control of the ball and puts it ahead. Looking to put a rush up here. The Huskies, 2 Husky defenders. And there's going to be a penalty on the Big Reds.
Number 16 gave a little push there. Kevin Smith.
Brian Robinette puts the ball forward to Brian Bradley.
Sends it to the left wing. Nice defensive play by number 18. Josh Fogarty, another captain. No relation to John Fogarty of the late great CCR. And play resumes here at Port Huron Northern Field. Cleared out by Big Red defenseman. Then sent back in by Sean Dennis.
Gonna have a foul called here on the Huskies.
Looks like DJ was trying to get position for that head ball, but a little bit too much contact drew the penalty.
Huskies gain control of the ball momentarily. Brian Gastinger crosses the ball. It's a little too far. Mike Farquhar regains the ball. To Keith Kemp.
They need to give and go. Would have worked right. Worked real well right there with Farquhar on the.
Brian Robinette, great move. Puts it forward. And the PH defender clears the zone.
See, it seems like Port Huron Northern's keeping the pressure on here. Just haven't been able to get the good shot up close. PH is doing a fine job, though, of defending any rush that Northern puts on the.
The throw-in for the sophomore, Duncan Smith, the only sophomore on the Northern team.
Nice defensive play by the Port Huron defender.
Randy Peeler making a rush. Puts the ball to Sam McCarthy with a great move, but the PH defender beats him to the ball. And the ball kicked out by Andy Rogers.
Big Red throw in.
We're going to get some more substitutions here. 4 new Big Reds entering the game.
And leaving the game looks like it's number 12. Chris Pontine, I believe. And unfortunately, I couldn't get the numbers of the new Big Reds that just came in. Apologize for that to our viewers. Big throw in by Andy Notman, sends it right in front of the net. Unfortunately, Huskies couldn't get control of it. Sent back in by Sean Dennis, then cleared out. Justin Pesky curls it, sends it left wing to Sean Dennis.
We're going to get another penalty here on the Big Reds. A lot of fouls due to the aggressive play. You got to expect aggressive play when 2 cross-town rivals meet.
Sure.
Adam Straysenrider looking to grab the ball in the corner. Puts it back to Randy Pueller. Good deflection by
Brian Bradley.
Brian Bradley.
The Big Red goalie corrals it and gives it a boot. Fortunately,
Right to Brian Bradley. He
Yeah.
puts it forward, but the goalkeeper's going to get there first.
Whoa.
Tony Partapillo has been on break for the last 10 minutes as the Big Reds have failed to mount a serious attack in any recent time.
I think that penalty kick was due to Sam McCarthy got a little close to the goalie when the goalie was kicking the ball off after that last save. Little contact there, but no call.
PH looking to make a push.
Off to number 9, Brian Fultz. Sorry about the number on there.
Husky throwing for Duncan Smith.
Sends it across to Prevost.
Pueller
Nice
puts the
give
ball
and
at the
go.
line, but out of bounds.
Yep. Kicked it a little, had too much meat on that one.
I think we're going to get a push. It's going to be a kick for the Huskies. And we're going to get a Husky substitution on the throw-in. Paul it forward.
Man on, Brian!
2 Huskies there.
Crossed by Sam McCarthy. Keeper can't find it.
The Husky has to be in that position, and when he lets it up like that, free ball in that area.
Now we're going to get a Husky substitution. Leaving the game is Brian Bradley and Randy Pueller. And entering into the game for me, I believe that's Brad Manulo and actually, is it Brandon Manulo?
Brandon, yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that, Brandon. And number 16, James Hayes.
Corner kick by the Huskies. Sent back out. Throw in by, I believe, Brandon Manulo.
Brandon Manulo gets the ball. Puts Instead of James Hayes.
Someone's got to put a foot on that.
Scramble for the ball in front of the Big Reds net. And we're gonna have a free kick for the Port Huron Big Reds here.
Did you get the foul on that one?
I think there was a push. Great play by Sam McCarthy.
Deflected it out of bounds for a Big Red throw-in. Got a substitution here by the Big Reds. So he's sitting out as number 10, Matt Everhart. Wonder if he's any relation to Angie Everhart. Okay, anyways, play resumes. Husky takes it up to left wing, tries a cross, but to no avail. It's punched out by a Big Red defender.
And
So
Husky
he-
seem to be mounting an attack here for the first time.
Sends
Pushed
it
ahead. This is going to be a foot race. And Tony Partapilo scoops the ball up.
Throws it out to number 22, Duncan Smith, heads it over to Josh Notman. He's got to look where he's passing it there. Can't give the ball away in the neutral zone like that. Could be going out the other way for another goal. So,
And we're going to get a yellow card here on a Big Red player, I believe. I believe it's on number 13, Jeff Miles, the captain.
or was it number 19? Because he's the player that's going out with number 19 is Brian.
Collins. And we're going to get a drop kick here between Justin Peschke and Aaron Young. Peschke
Oh,
pushes
there.
it ahead. Sam McCarthy's going to look to make it a break.
Big break for the
Shoots.
Huskies.
And the-
Nice stop by the Big Red goalkeeper.
Short kick. Sam McCarthy takes the ball. He's looking for another shot. He crosses it. Headed by
Notman who
Notman.
puts in a header by Notman, sorry. We're gonna get a Husky substitution. Looks like Keith Kemp and Brian Gostinger will be entering the game.
For Adam Strassenreiter.
And
And-
Duncan Smith.
Yep.
Corner kick. Out front.
And it's knocked out by the Huskies. Looking for a goal, but put it wide.
And here's a run by the Huskies. By the Big Red side, but kicked away by the Huskies and going the other way with that.
Put forward. James Hames puts it up to Brian Gostinger.
Trying to make something happen here.
Shaking and baking, but just doesn't get the foot on it. Brian Gostinger's going to out-hustle him to that ball. Josh Notman looking to make a move.
Aaron Young on the defense. Both go down, but it's going to be a Husky throw-in. Gostinger quickly picks it up, throws it in, sends it across.
To Prevost. Prevost puts it across to Keith Kemp. Scramble. Nick Prevost with a shot. And Adam Wallace, the Big Red goaltender, Scoops that one up. Adam Wallace has faced quite a few shots so far tonight, but none of them appear to be difficult to this point, while Tony Partapil has remained totally unchallenged. Keith Kemp with the cross. No one puts the ball ahead. To Notman. He's going to put a foot on it.
Deflected down by number 21.
Scott Francisco.
Goalie puts a foot on it.
Nick Prevost quickly gains control of the ball. Puts the ball
Sends
up
it in
ahead.
front, but nobody home. Prevost again seems to be the stopper there at that midfield position.
Gostinger racing for the ball on the sideline. Saves it. Looking to put a move on the PH defender.
Sends it across. This could be an opportunity. Prevost puts another foot on it.
Shot. Aaron Wallace.
That's what you have to do. Send it in there. See what happens sometimes. You might get lucky. Gostinger picks up the errant pass.
Looking
from
for
the
a
Huskies.
man. Finds Notman. Puts it right back to him. Give
Nice
and go.
give and go.
Cross.
There it
McCarthy.
is.
Good try from McCarthy.
The goalie again is there to put a stop to that run by the Huskies. Puts another foot on it to midfield. Goes out some heads. Big Red player number...
And we're going to have a indirect kick here, I believe, for the Big Reds.
Number 7, Avery Kovrach, the victim of that foul.
Josh Fogarty comes up to take the kick. Quickly intercepted by the Huskies, and then taken back away by the Big Reds. Looking for a chance.
Huskies trying, or the Big Reds are trying to set something up here. The Huskies playing
Keith Kemp with a little trouble handling the ball.
aggressive defense. Turns the corner. Tries to send it across. Takes a Husky bounce. We're gonna have a Husky substitution.
Coming back into the game is senior Brian Bradley.
In number 21, DJ Zybe.
Great play by Mike Farquhar to keep the ball in bounds with a header. And we're going to get a Port Huron High substitution. Fernando Povios.
Forgive us.
Also, number 2, who's not on the roster I have here. Number 9, Brian Foltz. Ooh. Mike Farquhar puts the ball in the corner, looking to cross it.
Need to get that one just up a little bit higher.
Keith Kemp playing aggressively, going after the ball, and he's going to be called for it. Just a little too aggressive there.
Because DJ Zybe was in perfect position, but couldn't get it over the head over the first Big Red defender. Head ball by Keith Kemp.
It's going to be Husky throwing here. Randy Pueller knocks it ahead to Brian Bradley.
There has to be some communication there and where someone's going because they had a...
Keith Kemp fires in a shot. Another save by Adam Wallace.
Adam the Wall Wallace. The general that we were informed by the cameraman here.
Sideline.
Thrown here by Scott Francisco. Quickly headed out of bounds by Brian Gastinger. And we're going to get a PH substitution here.
Ryan, knock yourself out.
Big red throw in. Gets behind the defense, but
Fernando
Prevost is there to hold things up for a bit until number 18, Paul Stevens, was there to kick it away.
Husky throw in. Put out to Mike Farquhar.
Controlled by the Huskies.
Peel up to
Sends it ahead.
Farquhar.
We might have a
Making
run
a break here. But great PH defense. Really been the story tonight so far. Stopping many attacks by the Northern Huskies, limiting them to poor shots at best.
Here we go again.
It's going to be a foot
Fernando.
race. Sean Dennis plays the ball to the sideline. And we're going to have a big red throw in here.
Bringing number 9, Brian Foltz.
Just out of bounds, right before Brian Gastinger can get to it.
Well, the story for the Huskies has to be the midfield. Stopping any attack at the midfield line, kicked in. Any goal kick has been stopped at midfield and put back into play.
The Huskies just seem to be a
Nice.
little more pumped up for the game, going after the balls. Big Red's busy waiting for the ball. Not going to get a lot of great chances that way.
That was a nice stop by Paul Stevens at the beginning of that sequence.
Nick Prevost is going to get called. And he's going to get a yellow card for that. I don't know about that.
Well, I think that was a little aggressive, though. Unless he's taking an acting class over at Port Huron High.
Up to take the kick, Aaron Young. He's going to put it up. Quickly cleared by the Husky defenders.
Here's Gustinger gaining control. He's up to the midfield line.
Looking to put the ball forward.
And we might,
It's going to be a foot race. And the goalie quickly kicks it
just out
away.
of reach. This seemed to be a prime time for the Huskies to put one on the board, but just a little bit too far.
Peeler back to camp, crosses it. Brian Gastinger looking up to fire up a shot, but may have waited just a second too much.
Before the PH defender closed in on the ball. Oh, Paul Stevens kicks that one out of bounds. We got 6 minutes and 15 seconds left in the half. And we're deadlocked at zeros here at the Port Huron Northern Athletic Complex. Thrown by the Big Reds.
Fernando.
Looks like we have maybe a
Jewelry problem here. Had a necklace on and
Gus
You
won't
must-
tolerate that one for one bet.
Big Red throw in.
Looks
Didn't
like
even get in bounds. They're gonna rethrow this one.
Fernando has to sit out to the next substitution due to illegal object.
There's still gonna be the ball on the field. The ref's gonna. Oh, and a bad throw in. So the Huskies are
Maybe
gonna
starting
get
a
a
new
throw in
trend.
here. Brian Gastinger.
Huskies try to start a new trend of playing 2 balls in at once here. Maybe we can get some goals on the board with that kind of play. Seems like this seems to be a lady's favorite coming into the game, but I can't get the number on that one though. It's nice to see the students coming out and supporting their fellow student athletes out here tonight. Brings the camaraderie and students together.
Big red kick here. I believe there's an offsides call there. The Husky defender was a little too far.
And it's also nice to see the parents come out here supporting their sons in the soccer event.
Big boot. Pesci has a hard time finding the ball, but
the Big Reds gain control. Communication problem there, but kicked ahead.
Go to the ball, Brian!
Number 9. Travis Thompson, but
we got a foot race here, won by Sean Dennis, who puts it up the sideline.
Sean Dennis has been a staple back there for that Port Huron defense for the past 3 years, so he knows how to play the position.
And we've got a penalty called on Randy Peeler. It's going to be a free kick for Aaron Young of the Big Reds.
Chug it, Matt! Brian!
Huskies, this is going to be the first challenge. Oh.
We got a Big
And
Red penalty kick here.
I believe so. This is going to be another great opportunity for the Big Reds to put one on the board here. With only 3 minutes left in the half, this would be a great time to do it. Try and crush the Husky spirits. Up to take the kick is, I believe Aaron Young's going to take this one. Going to try and find a hole in that Husky wall. Hits his own player.
That one had to hurt. Seems like Aaron Young, the big foot for the Big Red soccer team.
Another push, Fernando.
Tries to center it to find a fellow Big Red, but to no avail.
Brian Bradley comes up with the ball, taking it up the sidelines. We'll put this one on forward to James Wiegand.
But Aaron Young puts a stop to that, tries to send it ahead. Deflected by a Northern player. Ryan Notman takes it up to center field.
And it's going to be another foot race. And
Right over here!
goalie Adam Walls is going to boot this one away.
The general.
With only 2 minutes left, this might be the last opportunity the Huskies have here.
Seems like Notman should just maybe wait a while before sending it back. Or sending it up there. Again, it sent up just out of the reach of the Husky player.
And we're going to have a corner kick here. A great opportunity to put a goal on the board. Let's put across. Cleared by the Big Red defender, but Randy Peeler trying to make a rush at it.
On the other side of the net,
Go, Avery!
the defense kicks it out to
Avery
Avery.
Kovac. We're going to have a penalty called here. It's going to be a Husky kick. Quickly put back to Sean Dennis. Going to try and find a teammate here.
To get down in this area, all the passes, every pass counts down here, so try not to make a mistake. Sam McCarthy tries to send it across.
And with 1 minute left, we're going to get another corner kick here for the Huskies. Looks like he's just going to pass it in.
To Sam.
We got a trip there, but no call by the ref.
They're going to let him play on with only 30 seconds left. Sean with little contact there. Oh, I should say the victim of a contact by the Big Red player. But
Gonna
play
get it.
assumes with 20 seconds left. And one last substitution by PH before the half. We're still deadlocked at 0 with 10 seconds left. 5 seconds. One last
And
rush.
there's the half. At the end of the first half, scores Port Huron Northern Huskies 0, Port Huron Big Reds 0. You're watching high school soccer on CPHS 6.
And with 10-minute halftime, we're going to get a PSA from our local CPHS 6 channel, so enjoy, and we'll see you back after the half.
I could never have asked for more. I could not have had a better child. He gave me all the love and all the joy a parent ever hopes to get from a child. I want people to remember my daughter's face. I want them to remember her name. How many more Elizabeths will be killed before this senseless slaughter stops? Why do we keep killing our children? There is no physical pain that compares to the pain of losing a child. Do whatever it takes.
While walking in a toy store the day before today, I overheard a crayon box with many things to say.
I don't like red, said Yellow, and Green said, nor do I. And no one here likes orange, but no one knows just why.
Well, I bought that box of crayons and took it home with me and drew with all the colors so the crayons could all see.
That each of us is special and everyone's unique, but it's when we get together that the picture is complete.